Let's go, let's go, let's go! It's Mike Bowens with you, ready to motivate you through the Word of God. We come to unleash the creativity within you. This is how we doing it. We doing it big this morning. We doing it big every day for the rest of our lives. Start looking around, start being creative. Hey, you may cook the best macaroni and cheese that anybody has ever tasted. Why don't you box it up, put it in some little tins or some little cartons and start selling it? Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again, live and direct from Unleashing the Creativity Within You. Woo! I'm so amped right now. I'm so blessed right now. How about you? How you feeling out there? How you feeling right there? Call a neighbor, call a friend. Tell them Mike Bowens is on right now on Unleashing the Creativity Within You. Let's get it. I'm coming to you from the subject, suicide watch. Woo, it's an alarming rate of people just killing themselves and just, giving up on life. I mean, a lot of issues happen. Come on. I know pressure busts pipes. And sometimes people feel like they have too much pressure and they just want to end it. But let me tell you something. You got too much in you to throw it all away. You may have been raped. You may have been abused. You may have been unemployed. You may be homeless. You may be in prison. Wherever you're listening to this at, let me tell you something. It's not over for you. God has more in you. If you wasn't supposed to be here, then you'd have died at birth. God has a better plan for you. Don't throw in the towel. Don't throw your life away. The devil may be telling you in your mind that you don't have a better future, but you have a bright future. Matter of fact, your future is so bright, I need shades if I can just look into your future and see the things that God has in store for you. Right? So I want you to right now. I mean, I know you may be going through some things that's so tough right now, so hard, and you may say, "Oh, you don't understand. You talking, you preaching all over the place." No. I understand what it feels like to not want to live anymore. I understand what it feels like to want to walk in front of a car so it can hit me so I can just die. I understand what it feels like to want to rip my skin off my body because I didn't like who I was. But let me tell you something. You got to live to see another day. If you don't live to see another day, then how would you know what can come out of the situation that you're in? So your test is going to turn into a testimony. The mess that you're in is going to turn into a message. God is going to use your hardship and your difficulties and help you come out of that so that you can be a blessing to millions of people around the world. But you got to start seeing that. I don't want you to see death. I don't even want you to talk about death. I don't want you to think about death. I want you to think about life. Because Jesus said, I come to give you life and life more abundantly. I'm feeling something on that. I feel a bomb on me. Boom! I feel a bomb that there's more life in you. Right now that you haven't even seen the best as you haven't even seen the best that is to come in your life. See, the things that happened in your past, some things was out of your control. And I'm not saying that God even put you through those things. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Why? I don't know. Maybe one day when we get to heaven, we'll be able to ask God, why these things happen to me. But you may not even want to ask Him then. You just be so happy to be there. But let's talk about why you're here. Let's talk about what you're going to do right here and now. I'm not talking about then and the by and by. I'm talking about right now. Don't throw in the towel. Don't take that knife and slit your wrist. Don't take that knife and cut your throat. Because trust me, you make it through today, then you'll make it through tomorrow. I want you to take it day by day. Here's one thing that I want you to do. I want you to focus on today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow have enough worries to take care of itself. I want you to focus on today. Right? Get through today. Start telling yourself, I can make it through today. Yeah, I don't feel so good, but God is with me, so I will make it through today. Today is better than yesterday. And the next day comes, it's going to be better than the other day. I remember how it felt just walking outside, and it feels like though the sun is shining and it's beautiful outside, it don't feel good to me. Right? All you can think about is why you shouldn't be here no more. Why you should leave this earth. But guess what? If I didn't make it through that, I wouldn't be here right now being able to tell you the pain that I went through and be able to explain to you that this is better for you. Here's a few things that helped me get out of that situation of not wanting to live anymore and wanting to commit suicide to wanting to live the abundant life that Jesus died to give me. Number one, I had to learn how to worship God in my pain. What do I mean by that? You mean to tell me, I know what you're saying, you mean to tell me I'm supposed to worship God? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Because as you worship God, His presence comes upon you and begins to release the pain and the frustration that you feel when you start to sing praises to God. I'm talking about putting some praise music on, or even going to a church and sitting in the back and let them sing. As you sing the praises and the worship to God, then all that pain and that frustration starts to peel off of you like peeling layers of an onion. I'm talking about like water running off a duck's back. I'm talking about giving you strength to see another day, right? That's what I had to do. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. Number two, I'm encouraging you to start thinking about the good things in your life. I don't care if it's just your pinky toe and everything else in your life is jacked up. I want you to think about your pinky toe. I want you to think about that little toe in your life and start thinking about, man, at least that's good in my life. There goes a story about a man who he got burnt in the fire, right? His whole body was burnt up, head to toe. But the only thing that wasn't burnt up was his pinky finger. And the doctors had him wrapped up. His family came to see him, and all he had was his pinky finger, right? That was not burnt up in the fire. So when he was there, they was talking over him, saying, you know, he may not live, he might not make it. The burns burnt him too bad, and he can hear them while they're talking, but he couldn't talk. Mind you, his mouth was burnt up. So he's there, and the only thing he can do was think about his pinky finger. At least, God, I still have my pinky finger. And every day he would move his pinky finger up and down, around and round, around and round. And that kept his mind on life. It kept his mind healthy, kept him living, not wanting to die. You know, a little time passed and he was able to move his ring finger next to his pinky finger. And he was like, God, thank you that I was able to move my pinky finger today and my ring finger today. A little more time passed, he was able to move his pinky finger, his ring finger, then his middle finger. You get the point. A little time passed, he's able to open up his hand, close his hand. Then a little more time passed, lift his arm. You know, time passed and he made a remarkable recovery. The doctors couldn't believe it. Family members couldn't believe it. People who saw him in the accident couldn't believe it. They asked him this one question: how is it that you were able to make it through such a traumatic situation and you still be here today? He said, there's two things. He said, one, I thought about God and why I'm still alive now, because I could have died in the fire. So if I didn't die in the fire, then I'm still alive, then I still have a chance to make it. Number two, he said, I knew if I could just keep my mind on life, if I could just keep my mind on living and focus on, put all my energy into focus on what is good in my life, then I might have a chance to make it. Woo! That got to be saying something to somebody today. Everything may be terrible in your life, but it may be one thing, I mean one thing, that, hey, I'm still alive and this is the one thing I got going for me in my life. Then you need to focus on your one thing, that one thing. Put all your energy into that. And like I said, if you're still breathing, if your eyes are still open, if you can still hear what I'm saying to you, then guess what? God is not finished with you yet. Your best days are still ahead of you. And I want to encourage you right now that those thoughts of suicide, we cancel them, we dismiss them right now in the name of Jesus, because there's better and bigger out there for you. So as I get ready to close out this message, I want you to focus on life. I want you to focus on that one thing in your life that you still can give God praise for. And as you come out of this, I want you to document your journey. I want you to document your rise, because one day, just like the phoenix, when it goes down, one day you shall rise again. It's your man Mike Bowens, and I'm signing off. God bless.